Who has the better zoos, the United States or Europe? Hi everyone, my name is Jess and I'm so excited for today's video because we are going to be visiting the Madrid Zoo and Aquarium. This is actually my first zoo in Europe, so I'm excited to see how it differs from the zoos back in the United States. And to make this video a little bit more exciting, we have a list of zoo goals, like seeing every animal, going to every show, and getting a professional picture taken with the animal. So come with me to the Madrid Zoo. Our other goals are taking a selfie with a panda, a koala, touching 3 animals, trying a fun snack, seeing a baby animal, and buying a souvenir. We started to the right of the entrance at the flamingo section. Something really cool about the Madrid Zoo is that for €2 you're able to buy food and you can feed the flamingos or the goats. I love when zoos offer options like these to feed the animals, and the only reason why we didn't do it is because I did not see the sign about it. But we were so excited to see all the animals in the zoo. The African penguins were some of my favorites just because they were so cute and tiny. And being up close with an Indian rhinoceros was also really cool. That's one thing I really liked about the zoo is we felt so close with all the animals. Looking for the panda, this is one of the things I'm most excited for. Did you know that fewer than 20 zoos worldwide have giant pandas? Most of them are in China and only a handful are in the US, Europe, and Asia. So when I found out the Madrid Zoo had pandas, I knew this place was a must visit. Jokes aside, it was awesome seeing the panda, but I was too excited filming it that I couldn't really get a good panda selfie. A little bit bummed out, but I got to see the panda, which was the coolest part.
A few moments later.
We were so lucky to be able to see this panda up close eating his favorite food. We had started to walk away from the panda area, but as soon as I heard a lot of noise coming from here, I knew that there was something awesome going on, and I was able to get my panda selfie. Guys, guess I got the panda selfie after all! Now it's time to head to our first animal show of the day, the sea lion show.
Buenas tardes, Luna Solete. Hola. Luna es una hembra de león marino de Patagonia. Ella tiene 24 años, por ahí anda. Bien, pues ahora que conocemos mejor a Luna y con su ayuda, pues vamos a aprender muchas cosas. Tiene orejas. Veis que son unas orejas muy pequeñitas y si os fijáis que suelen estar formados por un gran macho y varias hembras. A ver, apoyan las 4 aletas en el suelo. También podemos verles tumbados. ¿Veis? Además son largas, grandes. Bonita. Muy bien, Lunita. Bufetilla,
After each animal show, you're allowed to take a picture with the animal. This is a free experience, and if you end up buying the picture, then you pay. So this is something we did. Zoo update. So we've been here for about an hour and a half. We got to see the sea lion show. Okay, so from my zoo goals, I can check off panda selfie, which I'm so happy about. Another goal we have is to touch 3 animals. Adrian was touched by a sea lion, so maybe that counts as animal 1. And we're gonna check off get a professional picture with an animal. So we're on our way now to take a picture with the giraffe. So as you can see, we were a bit far from where the giraffes and African animals were, but the cool part about this is we got to walk through the zoo and see so many fun animals like the Asian elephant, ostriches, and anteaters. Since there's no giraffe show, they have the times posted for the photo sessions at the entrance of the park, and we were making the last session of the day. I like those in the back by the wall. Wow. It's always so awesome seeing these animals up close, and this is something again that the Madrid Zoo does very well. This is me practicing how I'm gonna smile when I take my picture with the giraffe. We were getting so excited and following the signs to get our picture. There we were, taking our picture. So then we started heading over to the bird show, which is the second show that the zoo offers, and again, on the walk there, we were able to see some very cool animals, but the biggest highlight was being able to see one of the lions awake, since they do spend most of their day sleeping.
Mirad, es nuestro
de ver, es un animal endémico de Bolivia y que se encuentra en extinción debido principalmente a la
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
continuas. Viven en las selvas de América Central, ¿de acuerdo? Como buen ratonero, entre esas crestas, ¿sí? Las cacatúas tienen lo que llamamos dimorfismo sexual.
I've come to talk with you again.
Alimentan de damas, que es un macho ya adulto. De los datos fundamentalmente.
Vlog update. So far, we've been having such a fun day at the zoo. We've been able to go to both of the shows, the sea lion show and the bird show, and now we're getting a little bit hungry. And one of the really cool things about the Madrid Zoo is that you can actually bring your food from home to the park. So we made little sandwiches and we're gonna eat them now. So over there, I believe they have a dolphin show. Okay, so let's check back on my goals for the day. I've checked off now that we've seen every show, and I've also checked off that we have touched 2 animals. We're trying to touch 3. We took a picture with the birds, and one of the birds had his claw on my arm, so I'm counting that as touching an animal. And hopefully at the aquarium, we can touch some more animals. And here is the aquarium. If you're visiting the Madrid Zoo, you definitely don't want to miss out on the aquarium. This is something that comes with the purchase of your ticket, so it's not an additional cost, which is something very special about this zoo. And going to the aquarium was a much needed break from the heat. And to be honest, the aquarium felt a little flat in comparison to other aquariums I've visited, and that's mainly because they didn't have a lot of star animals, although they did have sharks and sea turtles. So I don't think that this aquarium could stand alone as a star, but when you combine it with the zoo, it really does make for a great experience. And after the aquarium, we headed right next door to see the Australian animals, and lucky for us, we got to see the koala, which was a bit hidden, but it was still cool to see him eating some of his favorite leaves. Getting a koala selfie was a little hard just because he wasn't at the very front of the screen, but I still think it came out pretty cute. We also got to see 2 other iconic Australian animals, the wallaby and the emu, and now it's time for another vlog update. Happy to say we can check off koala selfie off of our goals list. And if you made it this far in the video, make sure to click like and subscribe so I know. So right now, the goal we're trying to get done is to see every animal. And by seeing every animal, I mean we went to every animal section. Of course, some animals were hiding or not visible. But I did record every animal I saw at the zoo. So this gives you an idea more or less of how many animals there are at the Madrid Zoo, but of course there are more than the animals I recorded. We were barely able to see the hippo only sometimes when it popped its little ears out of the water. I do wish they had an underwater viewing area like they do in some zoos. Where are the gorillas? Unfortunately, we didn't see any gorillas. Unfortunately, we can't see any sea otters. We were kind of on a bad luck streak since we didn't get to see the otters or gorillas. That is until we saw the Siberian tiger. I don't know if I've been able to see Siberian tigers this up close before, but I remember thinking, wow, it looks so big and so pretty. We were lucky that we got to see this animal moving around, being active, and even swimming. I've never seen a tiger swim, and I will never forget about it because it was so cool. Saw this little bird in passing as we were headed to the Pequeña Granja, which means the little farm. And when I saw this, I started getting very hopeful that we would be able to touch some of the animals. Guys, we're going to be able to accomplish the goal of petting 3 animals. He doesn't want my food, but I still love him. Hi, baby. So indeed, we were successfully able to check off our goal of touching 3 animals. We touched 3 goats, but also if you think about it, a sea lion touched us, a bird touched us, and we touched the goats. Brown bear selfie. So it's now 7 p.m. and the zoo closes at 8 p.m. and I'm happy to say we've officially finished seeing every animal here at the zoo. Before we leave, we have to check out the pictures we took and I will be buying an additional one. So then with that, we will have checked off buy a souvenir. We almost checked out every single goal on this list, which I did not expect. The only ones we didn't have were to have a fun snack and also to see a baby animal. We didn't end up buying any fun snacks because, to be honest, we didn't really see many fun options. They were just snack options, and like I mentioned, here at the Madrid Zoo, you could bring your food from outside. So we kind of just snacked with what we had bought from outside. And maybe next time we'll see some baby animals. Adri, how many pictures do you think I'll be buying today? 3. Okay. Well, guys, that concludes our day at the Madrid Zoo and Aquarium. We had so much fun today. Probably my favorite part of the day was taking the pictures with the animals. It was so cool to be up and close with them. The only bummer of the day is maybe the heat, but don't go anywhere. Stay tuned because coming up, I will give a more in-depth review of our day today at the zoo, and I will show you the cute pictures we took. Okay, I want everyone to comment below how many pictures you think I ended up buying at the zoo. The correct answer is 3. So first, you guys saw us have the sea lion experience, and here's our picture with the sea lion. This is actually a magnet for the refrigerator. We also bought a magnet of our picture with the birds after the bird show. These magnets were about 10 euros, and I think they look super cute. When I was buying my zoo ticket, it gave me the option to buy a picture with an animal for about 13 euros. So we were able to get this picture right here with the giraffe. Look how cool. But now, the moment you've been waiting for. Who has the better zoos, the United States or Europe? I am from San Diego, California. So in this video, we're going to be comparing the Madrid Zoo with the San Diego Zoo. Many people consider the San Diego Zoo to be the best zoo in the world. So how does the Madrid Zoo compare to the best zoo in the world? Well, I thought we should break it into 5 separate categories. First category, price. Second, animal diversity. Third, education and conservation. Fourth, entertainment. And fifth, food. Let's start with price. If you've ever been to the San Diego Zoo, you are aware it's not the cheapest ticket. Tickets currently sit at $76 for adults and $66 for children. And this is the lowest price for a ticket. This is a simple one-day general admission ticket. There's also different packages, such as the 3-in-1 pass, which includes the San Diego Zoo, the Safari Park, and SeaWorld for $168 for adults. In comparison, the Madrid Zoo starts as low as $23 and goes up to $33 for adults. There's also discounts for large families, seniors, and people with disabilities. So if we're judging on price alone, the Madrid Zoo is a much more affordable option and wins the category of price. The next category is animal diversity, and the San Diego Zoo absolutely takes this one. According to their website, the San Diego Zoo houses more than 12,000 animals and more than 680 species, making it stand out amongst other zoos. Some animals at the San Diego Zoo are very special and hard to find at zoos, for example, the polar bear. That's not to say that the Madrid Zoo doesn't have a diverse group of animals as well. The Madrid Zoo houses about 6,000 animals and 500 different species. They also have an aquarium, which is great for the animal diversity there. The next category is education and conservation. Although the Madrid Zoo does a good job at focusing on education and conservation, the San Diego Zoo is globally known as a leader in wildlife education and conservation. According to their website, the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance works in over 100 projects across 45 different countries. And they've had some incredible highlights, such as bringing the California condor back from the brink of extinction, be the first zoo in the United States to breed and raise giant pandas, and have the largest koala population outside of Australia. They also have an interactive zone for kids in the zoo called Wildlife Explorers Base Camp, which teaches kids about animals and conservation. And the list goes on, which is why San Diego Zoo takes the win for education and conservation. Now let's talk about the fourth category, entertainment. I think both zoos have great entertainment, but for me, being able to get up close with an animal and take a picture with that animal was an incredible experience that I've never seen in any zoo or park. So this is something that the Madrid Zoo does that, in my opinion, takes it from an average zoo to a great zoo. And some two other big highlights from the Madrid Zoo were the bird show and the sea lion show. If you've been to SeaWorld in San Diego, I would say the show is very similar. If I were comparing Madrid's bird show and sea lion show to the shows in SeaWorld, I would say the shows in SeaWorld are better done and more professional. However, because I'm comparing it to the San Diego Zoo, this is something the San Diego Zoo does not do. So I do think this is something very unique and very fun of the Madrid Zoo to be able to see these shows. And as for entertainment in the San Diego Zoo, they do have a play section for children. They do have the bus tours, which are really fun and I recommend doing, as well as the Skyfari aerial tram. And something new that they have is a nighttime zoo. Now, I've never personally been to this event, but it did look really fun from what I saw online. However, this is only a seasonal event, so I'm not really going to consider that in today's ranking. So when deciding which zoo does entertainment best, it really is up to your personal opinion. I think this is a hard category to choose, but I'm ultimately gonna go with the Madrid Zoo because it offers that close interaction with the animals. So far we're tied. So let's go on to our next category, which is food. Last time I went to the San Diego Zoo, I ordered a pizza, my mom got a sandwich, but I did see online that the San Diego Zoo has some fun food options, such as a donut burger. However, something I really like about the Madrid Zoo is that you can bring your food from outside. So I think this is again a matter of personal preference because some people do enjoy eating out, but I personally preferred the fact that I could bring my food from outside to the zoo. So for this category, I'm going to say Madrid Zoo wins. Well, it really comes down to what you think makes a great zoo experience. If you're looking at it overall, I think the Madrid Zoo is a better zoo. It's an affordable option and you're gonna get the full zoo and aquarium experience, so you're going to have a lot of fun. Now, if you're looking at which is the better zoo by definition, maybe you will say the San Diego Zoo because it has more animal species and it also has a great focus on conservation and education. So truly, you can make a case for both, but in today's video, I'm going to say that for the price and the value, the Madrid Zoo is the better option. And if you're visiting from the United States or a country that speaks English, don't worry. All the signs of the Madrid Zoo also have the translation from Spanish to English. So it's a zoo that can be enjoyed by people from all over the world. And again, because I'm from San Diego, if you want a video where I explore the San Diego Zoo, give this video a like so I know. But let me know which zoo you think is the best in the comments below and subscribe to my channel if you like this video. Bye guys!